Yep, it's gonna be a beautiful day today. Not a cloud in the sky. Well, I have a 3-day weekend, and we have been going to little museums and things like that around the Twin Cities, and they've been mostly indoor kind of things. And I think it's time for Tommy Travels to go on a little bit of a road trip. Head on down the highway and see where the road takes us. Well, that was a heck of a road trip here. I am in Ames, Iowa, a few hours south of the Minnesota border. And I was going to show like a video of a cornfield or something like that, but that seemed a little cliche, so I decided not to. So I'm going to start by showing you another very famous Iowa landmark. Welcome to another edition of Tommy Travels. It's Tommy Travels. That's right, we are at Iowa State University today. And this is Reiman Plaza that we're looking at right here. But that is not our destination. Our destination is very close by. It is a place called Reiman Gardens, where you will see a lot of butterflies and different little nature exhibits. So I don't know too much about it. We're just going to kind of check it out and see what there is to see today. So here we are at Reiman Gardens, Iowa State University. Usually I try to do some type of research before I travel out of state to visit a location, but this time I didn't. We're both going to be surprised together at whatever it is we find out here today. This is kind of weird how Iowa State University right there, asphalt, parking lot, cars, civilization, then just turn your head, calm, serene, plant life, bells ringing in the background, bridge. I don't know what's going to happen here today, but I think we're going to wind up in this structure right here. From what I understand, there are a lot of species of butterflies that we're going to take a closer look at. I'm just walking around the grounds here to see what kinds of things they have, and I'm in a little mini art exhibit where they have different paintings, and some of them are a little bit kind of on the dark and creepy vibe from what I'm finding. I mean, they're not bad. This one really grabbed my attention. The further away from it, it looks like a regular flower picture, but as you get up close, it gets a little creepy. I think I came down here on a good day. They have a sculpture garden exhibit going on, featuring movement. And all of the movement that you see here is done by kinetic energy. It looks like kind of a solid structure, but you'll see these are just rings of metal, each one. You can see right through it. This should be a pretty interesting little day here. It's really nice to get out on a beautiful day and see some nature. Pretty cool little sculpture there using wind as the kinetic energy. This one is kind of cool. Got the water careening into this little pool here, and it reflects up into this sculpture right here. And if you look inside, you can see different colors reflecting off of a little films on these inside pieces here. And the film that these colors are reflecting off of are very similar to what butterflies have for camouflage and also to assist them in courtship. Very interesting. I like a courtyard that's all lined up beautifully like this one is. Something tells me I'm going to have a lot of pictures on my Instagram very soon. This one is kind of hypnotic if you look at it for long enough. Reminds me of waves. It just moves right along with the breeze, which is a very welcome breeze because it is hot down here in Iowa today. Oh my gosh, look what we have here. Never seen this in person before. A couple of dish satellite geese in their natural habitat. Wow. This is a beautiful place, and I thought the butterflies were going to be the main attraction, but it turns out they are not. The main attraction is this guy. Meet Elwood. He is the world's largest gnome, made out of concrete. Right here. That's what I love about these adventures. When I wake up in the morning, I never know that eventually I'm going to be staring at the world's largest gnome. Hello, Elwood. Nice to meet you. And this marks the very first time that I brought you a world's largest or world's smallest or world's anything on Tommy Travels. So this is a very exciting, momentous occasion today. These look like the world's largest dandelions. And look at this guy. Go Vikings! And here we are in the butterfly exhibit, where we have a lot of butterflies. If these were birds, it would be like an Alfred Hitchcock movie. This is really cool. You can just sit here. It's very mesmerizing. And there's all types, all colors, all shapes, all sizes. This was worth the price of admission. So this is kind of the area that they fly around in. That's the main area, but then there's this little opening right here. A lot of them like to go in there for a little bit of shade and probably to cool off a little bit. These blue ones right here are my favorite. Well, hey there, little guy. Remember that time you were a caterpillar? Not me neither. You can really appreciate this building as much for the butterflies as you can for the nice gardening and nature. This would be a good place to come to in the spring, that's for sure. Oh, and then there's this little guy having a little something for lunch today. Looks quite tasty. Well, if you know me, you know that I like to end these vlogs with something tranquil. And there's nothing like a waterfall. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me today in Ames, Iowa. It's been a beautiful, hot, sunny day down here. It's nice to get out and explore some nature. If you like what you've seen today, feel free to go ahead and hit subscribe on my YouTube channel. Gives you notifications on upcoming videos, helps support me and what I do. Also, you can check out TommyTravels.fun. There's a link to my YouTube channel there, as well as Instagram and Facebook, and you can see the current video as well as the previous week's video, and even a sneak preview of the one to come. So I'm going to just leave you with a little bit of tranquility and ambiance from the Reiman Gardens. Very beautiful.